you should have your writing journal and you should be open to your expert list. This is from yesterday, the 17th, and I asked you to write 3 things for 4 different categories, so 12 things in total. And your categories were places, people, animals, and science. I believe I called them topics for you to write about. So I wanted to share my list with you since you shared your list with me. If I was going to write about places that I would be an expert on, I would write about Iceland. That's where I was born. It's a small island country off the coast in between Greenland and England. Iceland. It's a beautiful place. I would write about Palo Canyon. I've spent a lot of time there and I really enjoy it. And then Washington, D.C., which is another place that I have lived, and I truly enjoyed Washington, D.C. If I was going to be an expert and write about people, I would write about my mom. I could write about Billie Holiday. She was a really amazing jazz and blues singer back in the early 1900s. I'm going to go like 1940s, 1950s. And then Meg Ryan, who is a famous actress. I love her work. She makes me laugh every single movie. Makes me laugh or makes me cry. One or the other. I enjoy her. So I might pick Meg Ryan to write about. If I was going to pick an animal to write about, something to be an expert on, I might pick elephants or maybe frogs or maybe dogs. Not sure. I like all 3 of those though. And then if I was going to write about science, be an expert at something in science, I would write about geology. That's actually what I went to school for in college, to be a geologist. I also really enjoyed physics, which is what we're learning about right now in science class, how motion and force work together. So that's physics. And then I might write about teaching science because I'm definitely an expert at that. So this is my expert list. Today we're going to use our lists. You're going to use yours. I'm going to use mine. And we're going to do what is called brainstorming. I'm going to ask you to pick one of your animals. Pick one of your animals from your list. And you should have a blank page next to your list. Like this is my blank page. If yours is on the other side, that's fine. But pick a blank page close to your list. And I would like you to please draw a large-ish circle in the middle of your page. You'll see that it's not taking up my whole page, but it is quite large. And then I want you to pick one of your animals that you chose to be an expert on, and I want you to write that in the middle of this circle that you just drew. So I think I'm going to pick frogs. I'm going to pick frogs. And I'm going to do what we call brainstorming. So I need to label my page with a title. This is going to be brainstorming a topic. Brainstorming a topic. If at any time you need to push pause during this video to finish writing things down, please feel free to do so. And then just click on play again when you're ready. So we're going to be brainstorming a topic. Oh, I forgot to write my date. 11/18/2020. So this is what we call a bubble map. Sorry, brainstorming a topic. This is what we're going to call a bubble map. So a bubble map starts off with a bubble in the middle, and then we're going to add more bubbles around it. Let me show you what I mean. Today we're experts on whatever animal we have put in the middle here. So we need to decide what things we know about that animal. For instance, I know that frogs have a life cycle that involves eggs, tadpoles, a little bit bigger frog, I'd have to look up that word, and then frogs. So that's the life cycle, and I know that about frogs. I know that frogs, there's all sorts of sizes of frogs. right? From itty bitty teeny tiny like a tree frog to really huge like a Goliath toad. I know that there's those. So this is what I want you to do with yours as well. Whatever topic you've picked, I want you to draw a little line and write one thing that you know about your animal. What do you know about your animal? And after you've written it, then you'll circle it. It allows you to write correctly and then still get your bubbles. That's why we write and then circle. So what else do I know about frogs? I know they come in all different colors. I really like the tree frog. It's the one that's green and has the bright red eyes and the orangish pads on its feet. It's really cool. What else do we know about frogs? I know that some frogs, they need water to live. I know that, we could talk about like how their bodies are put together and the fact that like their back legs are really strong so they can jump. So that would be like, we could talk about their body and how it works. We're going to see how it works. And I'm going to circle that. So you see how I'm getting bubbles all around my central idea? So this is my main idea. I'm going to talk about frogs. And then these are all of my supporting details. Things that I know about frogs. So this is what I'd like you to do in your journal. This is brainstorming a topic. So your main topic goes in the middle, and then what you know about it goes on the outside. When you're finished, I'm going to show you what you're going to do on Class Kick with this information. So on Class Kick today, you're going to see this page next. This is your next slide. Here's what I'd like you to do. The information that you just wrote down in your journal, like I did the one on frogs. So I would take this information and whatever's in my big circle in the middle, that's your topic. So I would write frogs in this box. And I already have the boxes in there for you, so all you have to do is type. And then each one of the smaller circles, like this, life cycle, well, I need to write a sentence about that because we're writing a sentence list, a bulleted sentence list about our topic. So I might say, I could write about a frog's life cycle. That's a sentence, and I would type it right here in this box. Let me make this bigger so we can see. So I would type in here, I could write about a frog's life cycle. I could do that. And then one of the other one is sizes. So I could write frogs come in many different sizes. I could write that. Or frogs come in many different colors. As long as you're writing in a complete sentence and you're following along with whatever you put on this page, I'm a happy teacher. And you will be happy as well, because all of this wonderful work you're doing right now is going to help you when we start writing our informational text. So today, make sure you do your bubble map in your journal, and then turn that information into complete sentences on this page. And I absolutely am excited to read what you guys have written today.